This is not democracy, it is criminal. Now listen to what the EU's official policy is at the same time regarding its support for Uganda. The EU cooperates with Uganda to promote the country's green transition, support sustainable and inclusive job creation and investment growth, and strengthen democratic governance that advances social inclusion and human rights. It seems the support policy has not been very successful. The EU must now decide whether we want to continue financing these regimes that laugh at our declarations with gold teeth flashing, or is it time to adopt a new mantra for development aid as well? Here we draw the line.
In Uganda, the full subversion of democratic standards, abuse, severe restrictions on civic space, widespread intimidation of opposition figures, fraud, violence, and a nationwide internet blackout. How is it possible that the main opposition candidate, Mr. Bobi Wine, could have been sieged by the military in his house and his family and his wife assaulted by government forces? All of this to guarantee a seventh term in office of Yoweri Museveni. It is just unacceptable, and Europe cannot accept this. I must thank all the political groups that we have convened and made a consensus about this. This is, of course, not just about Uganda. It's about supporting the hundreds of millions of Africans who seek freedom, who seek the right for their voices to be heard, who seek their fight for progress and dignity, but are not allowed to do so through violence and oppression. For decades, this European Union has been engaging with our African partners to try to support free and fair elections. I have myself participated in electoral observations on the continent, and I'm very much aware of the challenges. But we need to do more. We have the means to do more, because today it is Bobi Wine in Uganda. Last year it was Tundu Lissu in Tanzania. And next year it might be Alberto Costa Jr. in Angola. Opposition leaders are being persecuted, elections are being stolen, and we cannot allow, as Europeans, continually to close our eyes, and especially our governments who are making economical dealings with the government of Uganda. Madam Commissioner, the Council has to hear high voice.
Finally, it's over for Mzee. It's over after a very, very long rule, a very strong hand grip on Uganda. The AU has seen the atrocities that has been committed, or Mzee has been committing each and every time, and now they have vindicated Bobi Wine from this, and thus ensuring sanctions on the president of Uganda, the self-proclaimed president of Uganda, that is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and now the EU is planning to sanction him. They had already suggested that sanctions will be officially put on him, but now they have decided in the AU Parliament, they have decided they are calling a shot, and they no longer continue watching such a things happening in countries that they support, and they are just waiting, but they're going to take an action. And so far so good, an action already taken, and now let's see what happens next. Will Museveni succumb to the needs and requirements of the AU, or will he be a hard-stoned man as he has always been, burying his head in sand wherever such a things are spoken, because he believes he is the lifetime president. His son has been so vocal on social media trying to undo and send threats. Previously, he sent a lot of threats to Bobi Wine, the wife of Bobi Wine, allowing or sending an army soldiers to get to Bobi Wine's home, where it's believed that they assaulted Bobi Wine's wife, as he went on social media to say that anyone is looking for Bobi Wine, and once he gets him, he will do what he knows best. That sent shockwave and a lot of internet Many people on internet are speaking about it, and it wasn't that good as most people expected. And up to now, the matter has been taken by the AU, and we believe that the AU will offer the needed justice to the Ugandans, those who lost their wives, their people, their families, family members, those family members that are yet to be known where they are. And even Bobby Wine can now walk freely in Uganda, his own country, and that's why we're asking: is it an end to an era in Uganda? Is it an end to an era in Uganda? And what will happen next to Museveni?